My last video got cut off due to storage, and I had to delete a video out of the SD card from this tablet. So my devices, like I stated, have been crazy, and I'm running out of memory. So I'm going to have to put another card in here soon. These things get filled up very quickly. So in continuation to my previous video, this is part 2 to what I was stating. This sky phenomenon is totally nuts, like ignited plasma over Raytown, Missouri. And this is under the hashtag sky phenomenon, plasma, and strange sounds. So the thing is, these particular sky phenomenon have been taking place quite often. Individuals will be posting videos online to various social media platforms regarding these strange looking plasma lights in the sky, or some sort of recently the Phoenix light situation occurred again, but it wasn't necessarily in the Phoenix area, but it was in another area, but they stated that it was eerily reminiscent to the Phoenix lights. This has nothing to do with this, but it almost looks like sort of like there were 6 or 7 or maybe 8 lights, and then they went to 10 and 11. There were multiple lights in the sky, and I need to show you that again. It was a very similar situation to the Phoenix lights, and we witnessed a few days ago, well actually it was a few weeks ago now, several lights in the sky that was very similar to that. It was to the right of us as we were headed back home one night. It was about probably 10:30, maybe 10 o'clock at night when that happened. But this is a phenomenon that's been taking place where looking light in the sky, and that's been happening in several places. This time it was in Missouri. Also, rare red sprites have been spotted in a storm in action, a red sprite storm. 48 mysterious electric tendrils light up the sky over Croatia in just 1 hour. 48 of these in 1 hour. It's rare enough to see one sprite, a red sprite, in any amount of time. I mean, when you see one of these strange lightning phenomenon like this in maybe once a year, once every few years, something to that degree, it's normal to see that. They used to be a lot more rare. According to the meteorological surveys that have been recently done, they stated that this phenomenon, I remember years ago when I seen it back in 2008 and 2009, I was hearing about it and they said it was a new phenomenon, and then I found out that there was an article from 2004 in various scientific magazines. I believe it might have been Scientific American and, let's see, Astronomy, and I believe there was another magazine that discussed it. I don't think it was National Geographic's. It was it might have been a weather magazine, a special edition on the weather. So it was one magazine when I was younger. It was in 2008 or 2009 where they discussed sprites, these particular, and ball lightning sprites, and it was a weather special edition on the weather. And they discussed jet lightning. So sprites and jet lightning were two rare weather meteorological phenomenon. So they discussed that in that magazine, and I remember when I was younger, I rarely heard anything about that, and then in 2008 or 9, I remembered seeing in a magazine that they had become more common since 2006, and then a couple of years ago, I noticed on Google, when I searched for this phenomenon, I noticed that there was an article from 2004 on there stating that it would become more common, and that it was more of a common experience since 2004. So there's varying data on this showing that this phenomenon is on the rise. But regardless, it is interesting. There's jet lightning, ball lightning, and in this case it's sprite lightning. So it's sprites, that's what they call it. And I've seen a few things like that. It's quite strange. But now the reason why it's more common now, that's the question. So, and why there would be 48 of these within just an hour in Croatia, that's quite interesting. And then this is back to that 4.6 magnitude earthquake that happened 24 hours ago off the Gulf of Mexico, and it was felt all the way to New Orleans. So, but yeah, let me know what you think about how common this sprite lightning and jet lightning as well as, and you can look this up. Look up jet lightning, sprite lightning, or red sprites, and ball lightning. So let me know what you think of that phenomenon. I'll do some research on that and do some videos on how common that is now compared to how it was in the past and what causes it and things of that nature. I'll do some videos on that because it is an interesting topic, and I think it would be interesting to make videos on and to talk about. So, would you like me to do a video about this type of lightning? A video on different various lightning? To see 48 of these in 1 hour is very, 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 very unusual. So, let me know if you'd like to hear more about ball lightning, jet lightning, and sprites type of lightning. So, much love, and that's all for this video. More strange anomalies taking place in the world around us. I'm sure there'll be more stacking up in just probably a few minutes, but I'll do the next video as soon as possible. Much love, and thanks for watching. Peace. Bye.